I'll be honest, I haven't been to Pickering 2, but just choosing out of this shed, the ones that really caught my eye are the Lancia Didra over there, which I think is a fantastic car. We'll maybe go over there in a minute, and we'll start with this one here. Morris Minor van. Rare obviously, because we always say commercial vehicles are bought to work and work to death. It's as simple as that. There's no other way getting around it. Here we have a beautifully turned out Morris Minor van. Lovely colour, beautiful condition. All feels nice and crisp and such like. Looks very straight to me. I'd watch that one if I were you. The one here that caught my eye walking down the shed there was the 12.6, little 12.6 Vauxhall. Now they're cracking little cars, these. Underrated, like most pre-war cars are at the moment. There she is. Look at that for an advanced engine. Overhead valve, 6-cylinder, 12 horsepower, on top of the job. Very nippy car. Keep up with modern traffic up to a point. Cruising at 45, 50 if you like. Nice example. I'd have to do something with the flute personally, and like either. Well, they want chroming really, but you can buy inserts, and I have some myself actually made up, some inserts. I wish I could find them that will stick in there, just finish that job off. But lovely thing, beautiful interior. So I rate that one very much. The 3500 Rover, which is just over here, we'll just walk over that way now, which is the 3500S. I've got a soft spot for these. Now these P6 Rovers, in my opinion, are very underrated. They just about always have been, and it looks as though they always will be. So maybe not now. I've started talking about them like I was talking about Scimitars a few years ago, and look how they've gone. But there's a 3500S fabric trim, as you can see. Nice vinyl roof and such like. Beautiful car, really nice. Not perfect on the paint. One or two issues on the door over there, driver's door, some micro blistering and what have you, but easily rectified. But such a beautiful using car. And if there's one classic car out there, and I was thinking about this yesterday. I went up to Beamish yesterday to see a few cars and such like. And on the way up there, I went up in a modern car. On the way up, I thought, I was thinking to myself, what car would I come up there, or would I like to drive up there yesterday? I would have liked to have driven up there yesterday, which is on top of the job. I'll be comfortable in going up there and back at fairly high speed, you know, keeping up 60, 70, 80 mile an hour, whatever it might be. And this sprung to mind. Perfect car for it. So I would recommend you guys out there that are thinking about buying something classical, 3500 better still, but at least a 2200 or a 2000 Rover, any P6 really, but the 3500's got the edge on the lot, of course, top notch. So I'd keep an eye on that personally. Another one behind you that not in the best immaculate perfect condition, paint job leaves a little bit to be desired, but the car itself looks really straight. I'm really quite impressed with it because they're fairly rare. And FB Victors have a very soft spot in my heart. They're just a fabulous car. In my opinion, they're the best car Vauxhall built for 30, 40 year period, without a doubt. They're just a beautiful car to drive. Again, they're on top of the job. Don't have to buy a VX490, which is the twin car performance version, if you like. Any FB will do. But again, 60, 70 mile an hour cruising, you can actually get on. So you can go to a show 100 miles from home, shoot down there, shoot back, no problem. You haven't got to sort of crawl around at 25 and 30 mile an hour, which you are, unfortunately, 40 mile an hour then in an Austin 7, for argument's sake. So I quite rate that one. Minivan, did we do the minivan? I don't think we have yet. We've got a minivan over here. But just before we go to the minivan, I've just missed one over here that I spotted. And of course I like this. Again, a car that we sold lots of. Injection Capri. Beautiful example. Really lovely example. Beautiful interior. Right colour. Right condition. Absolute credit to its owner. Beautiful car. Super in there, look. Beautiful condition. Floor mat all nice. Boot mat in lovely condition. Wants a strut on there. As you can see, look, there'll be one strut that's playing up, that's all it is. Feels like that one over there. So that's an easy fix. But what a car. Absolutely lovely. Coach line's right, wheels right, colours right. Super thing. Watch that. It's going to make good money, that car. Minivan, just down here. Again, I like vans, as we all know. Got a soft spot for light commercials. Again, because, as I keep saying, they're bought to work and work to death. There she is. What a nice little van. Bonnie, straight little thing. Really nice. Lovely to drive, minivans. Beautiful little van, that one. Lovely condition all round. Been restored, obviously. It's nowhere near original. Nice interior, mind. But you don't find minivans anymore. Again, these were literally the van that was bought to work and literally worked to death because they were so cheap. I can't remember how much they are, 400 quid or something like that. That's all they were new. There were no money at all. So they were almost throwaway. So 6 or 7 years, starting to go rusty, dump them. None left. Super thing. And I think we're about there. Oh, the Lancia. I just want you to see the Lancia over here, which I'm really impressed with. 2 minutes. The Lancia I'm really, really impressed with. There she is. A model that I'm not familiar with, but the condition is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful car. It's had paint, interior's superb, looks as though it's hardly been sat in, and this car will fly. This will be, in its day, one of the fastest saloon cars on the market. Beautiful to drive, absolutely superb. Superb mechanically, superb engine. I love them to bits. Very, very underrated. A true classic in the making, without question. And just while I'm standing here, again, an Alfa here, which is not everyone's cup of tea. Again, there's something about these vehicles, I don't know quite what it is, but there's something about them that just appeals to me. I think it's that Italian styling and the sports aspect of it. But look at that, she's a 2.5, this one, V6, Lusso. But look at that, the condition of that. I mean, what a lovely, lovely car for so little money. I can't believe how cheap these cars are, what value for money they are. I mean, I haven't seen any guides, any reserve or anything on that, on this car, nothing at all. This is interesting, with a concealed rear door handle. You see that? Which is quite unusual, isn't it? It's quite nice. I mean, traditional door handle, there we are. And this is what I mean about the Italian sleek styling. There's something about them, Pininfarina and that mob. They're just so good at it, you know. And how lovely that is, how clever that is. But money-wise, I don't honestly know what a reserve is, but I know for a fact you can buy a nice one at 3,500 quid. And for a classic in the making, I think it's just such good value for money. So I'll quite rate that one as well. We're going to struggle with a little Peugeot. I saw this earlier on, the little CJ. And the reason we're going to struggle is because of that. I don't know what it is. Most vehicles out there, if you look at things like MGBs and such like, they're a prime example, the soft top, the roadsters always fetch more money than the hard tops. When it comes to Escorts, XR3s, Peugeot CJs, the other way round. I don't know why it is, but I suppose supply and demand, in as much as that most people in their day had a hard top, they didn't buy a soft top. So if they had a hard top in their day and they want to replace it now, they're perhaps a touch older and got some money, they don't want to buy a soft top. It's as simple as that. So this is going to struggle a bit because of that, but it looks a very, very level car. Very, very straight underneath here. Not glimmed up. It wants detailing, don't get me wrong. It wants a weekend spent under the bonnet alone. You know, get it washed off and get it detailed. But the actual general condition of the car, just by having a quick glance around it, looks extremely straight. So there's a few that are worthwhile looking at. There's lots, obviously. I've just picked those few out of this shed that appeal to me.